Hi everyone! In this video, I'll show you how to use my design space file for this gatefold Christmas tree card. I think it's really adorable. If you check the description under this video, you'll find a link to my Facebook groups. That's where I share all my projects, so if you'd like to use them, come join us. We're starting this card in Design Space so that I can show you what I've done and what the pieces are for. So you can see the first thing I want to show you is this extra large piece. Let's move it to the front so you can see it easier. I've actually put this cut in case you want to put a pattern paper on the back of the card. All these darker green colors, including those on the tree, would be pattern papers. I also have a slightly lighter green that would go on the two inside panels. If you're comfortable using these colors as they are on the canvas and won't get mixed up on your mats, please go ahead and do it that way. If you feel you need to, change the colors on the canvas so you won't get confused on your mat. And of course, you can use any colors you want. So for this centerpiece, I've used white and I've added a draw graphic to the center of it. You can change that up for whatever you like. If you want to do a print and cut, you would detach, remove this, go to images, find something that you like, insert it. Of course, you need to size it down. I go about 2 inches for the center. Select that graphic and the white background, go to align and center, or put it at the bottom if you prefer. Whatever you prefer, it's up to you. Then right click and flatten. And you can easily use it this way for print and cut if you prefer. I'm going to unflatten and remove this, turn this back to a cut file because I will be using a pen. There we go. So if you want to use a different sentiment than the one I'm using, you would do the same thing. So I'm going to select my background, select my sentiment, and attach. And there it is how I plan to make it. So that's pretty much all there is to using the file. I'll click Make It. I'm going to select on the mat and done. And you can see that I have my white card with the sentiment for drawing, pen and basic cut, and then I have the other separate layers. So don't forget, you can use whatever colors you want. Whatever is your personal taste is what you should do. Oh, I wanted to mention this background layer. You will need longer than 12-inch paper. It's 14-inch so that you have all the multiple folds in it. It does work out to over 14 inches. I'm using CRICUT cardstock, that's 12 by 24. So I'm going to switch over to my overhead camera and we'll assemble this card. This is the original card that I made. This was my trial cut to make sure everything fit before I shared it with you. On this one, I didn't do anything on the back. The back is completely optional. If you have the paper and you want to make the extra cut, you should go ahead and do so. So it's a gatefold. It opens in the middle. When it's closed, you have this cute little tree. I didn't attach anything to it to keep it closed. You could use ribbon or perhaps 2 little brads and attach ribbon on the little brads. I have quite a collection of brads I got at Michael's when I was in New York State. I have some pretty bright green ones and gold and silver stars. I have 3 or 4 boxes like this. I actually bought 30 packages of different brads while I was there, different styles and different colors. So you could use a couple of brads and tie some ribbon on them, anything like that, or just wrap ribbon around the whole thing with a pretty bow, however you prefer. and I have a different paper on the inside panels and my sentiment in the center. I think it's a cute card, very fun. So let's assemble this one. I have it all cut out for you. So we have the base. We have our tree layers. These go over the base, of course, our tree layers. We have our two outside panels. We have a back panel that I cut this time, and it's the same cardstock that I'm using for the inside panels, so I can use it in either way, whichever I prefer at the time. So we'll decide that as we go. And I have, as mentioned, the inside panels that go on here. And my sentiment for the center. So that's the whole card, all the cuts. So the first thing we're going to do is our scoring. So you decide the inside or outside of your card. And then you're going to fold the score line along the tree. This color is a little hard to see. You're going to fold it out. And I'll just use my tool to flatten the fold. That looks good. So my tree folded out. The straight score line will fold in. So you can see how the shape is. And we'll do the same on the other side. We'll fold the tree out. That looks good. And we'll fold the second score line in. There we go. And there we have the base of our card. So all we're doing now is embellishing it. Okay, so I'll start with the inside panel. I'm still using these little tape runners. I haven't gotten back out to see if Michael's has new stock yet. So this will go on the inside. Try and line it up nice and straight. There's my inside. And I'm going to use the darker side of this paper, showing on the sides like that. Get this one started. There we go. And the second one. So that would be the inside of our card. And now we'll embellish the outside. We can start with the back if you are using a back panel. And I think I'll use this stripe like I'm using on the front. You can also just leave it plain. It's totally up to you. There's the back. Then we have our front panels that go on the sides. Very easy to make and such a cute card. There's one panel. And the second panel. And all we have to do is dress our trees. This part would probably be easier with a liquid adhesive so you could get into the small areas. There's one. It's fun if you have double-sided paper that you can mix up the patterns, and you know they coordinate because they're all from the same sheet. So if you have, it's fun to use it. And the paper, the cardstock, all the cardstock at CRICUT is 50% off right now, plus your access discount, plus if you're spending $50, you can use my code. So you can get like up to 80% off of the cardstock right now. So I'll put the link and the discount information under this video. So there we go. That's all there is to it. And of course, dress it however you want. Put brads on it, add rhinestones to the tree or little baubles to the tree, whatever you prefer. Ribbon to keep it closed. And that's it. So easy to make. So I hope you're going to enjoy this Design Space file, and I hope you're going to make some Christmas tree gatefold cards. Please post pictures in the groups if you do. I'd love to see them. Thank you for watching.